Bonnie, I met your friend's brother.
Bonida, কি হচ্ছে?
See, governments are always going to be forced to concentrate on areas where they collect maximum tax revenues from. First of all, people don't believe that the idea that you can generate water from air.
Correct. As they say, give me a good idea and I know how to shoot it down.
I think the biggest challenge I've faced for 4 years is to educate people about the technology.
Businesses are very important in our culture. You know why? So this is where we are. So स्वागत है आप सबका. Welcome dear friend. We are at Cafe Narumeg here in Kolkata and I'm having a conversation with Karan.
Thank you, sir,
I'm
for
having
having
coffee
me.
with Karan.
Yes, means,
Yeah, we both are having coffee.
except I don't have that kind of Bollywood connect, but
No, one sec. You have some connect.
I do.
And the connect for which I have come to meet you. So I am having coffee with Karan. Just struck me. Nice line, not bad.
It's actually very good,
We
sir.
worked it out over a period of time, right? Now, Karan is a person I met 2 days back on a flight coming in from Delhi to Kolkata, and just as we landed, Karan waved out to me, and I said, "Hi, Karan," and then Karan said that he knows a friend of mine, and he said his name is Bonnie. So within minutes, I sent a message to Bonnie. I said, "Bonnie, guess what? I met a friend of your."
You met a friend's brother.
A friend's brother.
Yeah.
So he said, yeah, he makes water out of air. I said, what? He said, yes. And here we are today chatting about, what do you do, Karan?
So you're right about the water from air part. So I run a company called Akvo, and we manufacture air to water technology.
Okay.
We have systems that basically take the humidity in the air and generate potable drinking water from it.
Humidity, like from air,
Like from air.
and potable as in drinking water is created out of it?
At first, obviously, the water that we collect is absolutely pure water.
Okay.
It's dew. So then we filter it, add minerals to it, and give you potable drinking water.
So is it done through various machines?
So there's one signal unit, a signal machine that you have. It basically captures the water. So what we use is a refrigeration cycle.
Got it.
It's a lot like your air conditioner.
Yeah.
So you must have noticed that on a cold day, on a hot day, sorry, you have a cold glass of water, and all of a sudden you see there's condensation on the outside. Now that water is obviously not coming from within the glass.
Sure.
That water on the outside of the glass is from what we have in the air. So we're just doing that in a mass scale. So we take in air at a force speed, hit it against cooling coils,
Sure.
which are far lower than the temperature outside, and just automatically, because of that process, water condenses on them.
Makes sense.
and
It's
we
common
connect-
sense.
It is common sense.
Everybody's seen it. We've seen it. Everybody's seen it.
Yep.
And then you thought of it as a business. How?
So I have a bit of a problem. I get bored very easily. So what happens is that every couple of years I want to kind of move and diversify and figure out what I can do. In 2016, I had kind of exited my steel business partially, where I wasn't running it. So I became idle.
Sure.
So I wanted to do something in sustainability. I wanted to do something. I was trying to figure out, because I know that the next 30 years is going to be about sustainability, the way the world is moving. So
Next 30 years is going to be
about sustainability, right?
about sustainability. Got it. Absolutely.
So, whether it's renewable energy, whether it's plastic waste, so on and so forth. And I think water is a commodity that is truly underrated.
Yeah.
We see so much of it, around. And people aren't paying too much attention to water.
In fact, I mean, like it's said that before this war came up in Ukraine, they said the next big war is going to be about water.
Absolutely, sir.
The big one. So somewhere very clearly it is easily available but cannot be used.
Absolutely.
If I put it this way.
And they're absolutely right. See, the problem that happens is water, in terms of a renewable technology, has the lowest turnaround cycle. Well, I'll explain.
Okay.
Think about fossil fuel. Okay. So what happens is
Millions.
millions of years,
Millions
millions
of
of years.
years,
By the time it fossilizes again, you get fuel, all of that. However, water is down to the next rain.
Okay. Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
So I was in 2018. You must have read Cape Town's going to run out of water. Cape Town's going to run out of water. It's going to be terrible. People are going to have to queue up outside to get water. And then I was there at an exhibition. I figured this is the right opportunity to be in Cape Town. And within 3 weeks of me coming back, it rained and all the reservoirs filled.
And what was filled?
So there's no problem anymore,
No
right?
problem.
So your problem is obviously up to the next fix. There's really no water problem. There's actually a water management problem.
That if there are too many people at a place, water is there, how will it reach them?
Exactly.
And would your kind of a product be very useful in places where there's a concentration of people and not enough water managed to be sent there?
So I have a different take on where my technology should be used,
Okay.
right? We're the same kind of, if we're talking technology comparisons, we will have a lot more urban penetration than we will have rural penetration.
Okay.
Because we require energy and power
Sure.
to generate water.
Okay.
So my take is that we should use this technology in more and more urban areas as possible.
So that water is not diverted from there.
Exactly. And the government can spend money more on infrastructure to develop 3-tier, 2-tier rural areas instead of having to worry about, because you see, governments are always going to be forced to concentrate on areas where they collect maximum tax revenues from.
Yes.
So from that perspective, if we can
Though we in
become
Mumbai will not agree with you because the kind of roads that we have after knowing the kind of taxes that we pay. But anyway, that's another topic.
that is true. That's the same anywhere in India.
That how will it be if businesses can solve a water issue of a city or a town which otherwise is not having so much of water? The government now has the freedom to go out and actually put in their wherewithal to the places where it is actually required.
Absolutely.
Okay, where others are not willing to go.
Exactly.
So a quick one on this. As you set out on this, what was the first challenge or first 5 challenges that you would have said? That it's first an idea. Where did you get this idea from?
So, I would be wrong to say we're the first company in the world to do this. We're not, right? So,
You didn't invent the wheel.
No, we didn't.
Congratulations.
But we try to figure out how best use, we can do it. So, a couple of challenges. I think being from Calcutta, our biggest challenge was to be able to attract good talent pool.
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, and what you're meaning is that a city of Calcutta is not exactly, it's not common parlance to understand Calcutta to be a business-friendly place.
Exactly. And if you ask, a senior level executive or a higher level technology person to come to Calcutta, they're like, seriously, why don't you hire me as a consultant? I'll come on the weekends. But, they're kind of fearful whether the company will grow, whether it might be the right opportunity for them to kind of invest in it long term. That was the challenge. That was on the side of building the team. The next challenge we had is once we had the technology up and running and ready to use, the mindset of people, right? First of all, people don't believe in the idea that you can generate water from here.
Correct.
I think I've kind of been to every government office in Delhi trying to pitch the idea. And I remember once it was one of the departments, I'm not going to name the department, where a very senior official said, "आप लोगों को पसीना पिलाते हैं हमारा?" And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "हम जो पसीना आता है वो तो हवा में ही चला जाता है, आप इसी को कैप्चर करके हमको पानी पिला रहे हैं." So, even educated individuals.
As they say, give me a good idea and I know how to shoot it down.
Absolutely.
I'll shoot it down.
So that was a challenge. Then once we had that, trying to get perception, figure out where the markets might be, because till now it's not a very organized market. Because even though we're a small company, we've actually deployed to say 13, 14 countries. Maybe
How many sets have you managed to?
So we're currently at about a 1200 plus run rate right now.
Over the last 6 years?
Over the last actually 5 years now.
Okay.
So it took a year to develop the technology.
And COVID happened in between?
Yeah. So COVID actually did cause us a huge setback because for the first time, right towards March of 2020, we had a good pipeline with orders, some government deployments, some orders in Qatar, but COVID just completely derailed. And we had to kind of move back and change our focus on what our business model will be and what kind of product we need. So for that first year, post-COVID, we really worked a lot on technology R&D.
Okay, a quick one now. You've worked out something, COVID happens. What is that rework that you did on your business? Because your technology was what it was. So can you give us an idea of how a business like yours, which is already, it's got stuff in the pipeline, orders are there all over the country and Qatar, I heard, and then this happens. What kind of a rethinking or restructuring did you need to do for your business itself?
So what happened was we are mostly a capital expenditure business, right?
Okay.
Which means somebody has to buy our equipment. So we figured that, and that was a discussion we were having in the meeting, that Post-COVID, what is the economy going to be like? Will people have enough money to be able to buy machines? Will companies spend on capital equipment? Or will they move more towards cutting down costs?
Okay.
So then, because of that thought, we started working on a product. It's called the Water Block. It's a modular air to water generator system. You can scale up. So it's one module is 500 liters, and you can add multiple modules of it. We've just done a deployment in Chennai in one of the very large corporates. I can't name them for whatever reason, but they're going to be generating 29,000 liters of water from air every day from our machines. So that happened, and because that we figured that can we do operating expense. So companies now we're working with are not buying our machine.
They're leasing it from you.
They'll be paying per liter generated from us.
Ah, okay. So and that's such a fair deal, because they are making sure that your product delivers. You're making sure that your product is so good that it
Absolutely.
kind of wow. And that's actually such a great way for you to even build a goodwill for your. I mean, that's how I see it.
So we're doing our first large deployment in Bangalore. No, actually 5 locations, 4 in Bangalore, 1 in Chennai for a multinational company, where we're doing the entire water generation on a per liter basis.
So this is an exciting one, and I'll tell you why it is. Because when I heard somebody, telling me that, Bonnie telling me that you do water out of air, I didn't think. I said, what? So, do you also think that one of the things that you are dealing with that people do not know of the existence of any such thing like what you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. The penetration in terms of just knowledge, I think the biggest challenge I've faced for 4 years is to educate people about the technology. So, we really spent a lot on PR, we spent a lot on digital marketing campaigns, and it wasn't just to sell a product. It was to tell people that there's a technology that can generate water from air and, build up traffic on that. So
A quick one.
Sure.
Where are the places where your technology, say in India, specifically in India, so this very clearly is not a thing for Rajasthan with
low humidity is a
low
problem.
humidity. So we got high humidity places, a lot of town cities, coastal cities.
Yes, coastal, absolutely.
So can you just throw out the names of the places which you think are phenomenal for your technology?
Chennai is phenomenal, Bangalore is phenomenal,
Chennai needs water, Bangalore needs water.
Kochi.
Okay.
I have deployments in Lakshadweep, Goa, Mumbai, Calcutta, Bhubaneswar.
These are conversations like this which allow people to get ideas. Who knows? Some organization, some city planner, urban planner, someone in the coastal districts where they are actually facing potable water crisis, they may find use of this. Who knows, Karan, that some bright person like you say, hey, listen, why can't I also do it? Because just as you said, you are not the person who invented this wheel, but you are taking this thing
No,
ahead.
absolutely. I would want more and more players to come and build the market out. Because
Sure.
I think there's enough usage.
Yes.
There's enough demand for a lot of people and players to cater to. It doesn't have to be restricted to one
That's what
ecosystem.
excites me. I really think that this is a great startup conversation with you, Karan. I wish to meet you in different times in the years ahead.
Absolutely.
As you move, because I love bright conversations. This was one bright conversation I enjoyed. The fact that we have come to know of something new which is being done by business people. So thank you, Karan, for joining me here.
Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure. And, to call me and even give me this kind of avenue, I think that's commendable.
And I thank Cafe Naru Meg for allowing us the possibility of sitting here. Let's have the Americano.
Thank you for the coffee.
Cheers. Businesses are very important in our culture. You know why? Because businesses support people. Businesses run households. Businesses make sure that people are not just looking for a government job. If you have liked this video, please share it with others, give a like, subscribe to this channel, and my friend Karan, his business link is right there in the description. Go out, spread the good word, let businesses know that they can actually turn air into water. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Karan, some words that you want to say to the people?
No, all I want to say is that water is a very precious commodity. It's a very precious resource. Yes, absolutely. Go about creating it. Be an independent water producer. You don't have to depend on infrastructure. You can actually be completely sustainable.
Go about creating and become an independent water producer. Cheers and love. Love those.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Cheers. So we just had an interesting conversation at Naru Meg Cafe. We just completed that. Lots of love.